Oh, oh, okay. Hello there, and also, how has our professional hardcore wrestling fans been this week? Okay, so here's the thing: we had TNA Impact happening on a Thursday and stuff, and one thing I gotta say about that is that honestly, the decisions made with that Impact, it just felt like an AEW thing. Honestly, it just felt like they're just doing AEW's pattern because like most of the matches were a little bit lacking. It just looked like there were some swash matches, but they ended up saving the good ones for last because I noticed that AEW does that a lot. You could say AEW does that a lot. That's the thing. They save the best for last and have the other, shorter matches just happen first because that's one pattern I've noticed and stuff and all that and stuff. But that's the reason why I think that this Impact had some ups and downs going on and stuff. So anyway, yep, and that's what happened right there. So anyway, let's go over the results of this TNA show and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, TNA's still up top in my opinion, still doing better than all the other promotions and stuff. So anyway, we get Alicia coming out and saying that she is no longer a tag champ in TNA and that she knows the fans are really upset about it and stuff. Is she says if it wasn't for Masha, she would still be champion stuff. And she says if Masha just thought she could embarrass her in front of the world, she has another thing coming and stuff. As Masha Slamovich also comes out, and not only that, Alicia says Masha just can't do anything because Alicia Edwards just is under concussion protocol. Well, Masha just doesn't understand words she's saying, as she doesn't even speak English, and Masha just speaks in Russian and says she understands everything she's ever said and stuff. That's quite a comeback right there. It just sounds like it right there, you could say. So anyway, yeah, she says she's sick of hearing her voice and she's also sick of her as well. With Tasha Steelz attacking Masha from behind and stuff, but Masha pulls her by the hair and just beats on her. But Alicia Edwards just hits her with a Kendra. With Kendra, you know, and Kendra, the kendo stick, you could say, as Jordan Grace's music hits, and Tasha just tries to hit her with the kendo stick, but Grace just blocks it with her belt. And the system came running down and surround Grace, but the Hardys' music hits as well, and the system bail. As we also have Santino Morella's music hitting, and if he says, if they want to fight so bad, they're going to get their wish and stuff, and he books a 6-person tag match for tonight. That okay, that 6-person tag match, real decent. Okay, real decent, because like I said, they were going with AEW's pattern from the looks of it by saving the good stuff for last and going with the crappy stuff first, for what you could say. So anyway, we get Ariana Grace's music hitting, and she says she books her with the mystery tag partner from NXT against Wendy Chu and Rosemary, which is going to be happening after this show, like a week after this show right here and stuff. And also, I noticed that uh, the TNA was how do I say this? TNA was a little bit inaccurate with their booking and stuff. Like they're a little bit inaccurate with their YouTube channel because they decided to post and upload their main event first, and they didn't even upload like all the matches yet. Like I was only able to go through like 4 matches and watch them, like, and that's it. That's all I just found as of like right now at this time on their channel and stuff, and it's a little bit hard to prepare from that, but at least we still got some results going in and stuff, and yeah, that's what seems to make up for it and stuff. So yeah, and also this whole situation here that starts the show, that's related to the main event and stuff. So yeah, as Ariana Grace's music hits and she says she books her with the big mystery tag partner from NXT and stuff. And yep, and that's what happened. Not only that, we also had Josh Alexander backstage and Eric Young walking up to him as Eric says he's been in the position that Josh has been in, and he says that's about respect. And there's a lot of young guys looking at his every move. He says Josh is a leader there, and it's time to take it serious and stuff. Not only that, Jordan Grace is backstage with Masha Slamovich, and he says that she's been holding open challenges, hoping Masha would accept it, and maybe they can do it now and stuff, and all that and stuff. As you can see, Masha says she's got other things to do at that moment and stuff. As Masha just knocks on the Hardy's door and shows them a picture of a younger her with Matt Hardy and stuff, because yeah, she does seem to have some history with them and stuff. She knew them for a long time. That's the thing. She knew them for quite some time, you can say. Yeah, I mean, it's just my opinion that the backstage stuff doesn't compare to the matches and stuff. That's what I thought. Not to misjudge or anything. That's the thing right there. So anyway, we get so-called, the young wrestler from Russia and stuff, that she's never thought that she would ever team up with him and stuff, because yeah, she's Russian, you can tell and stuff. So anyway, yeah, that's where Matt Hardy says that's the beauty of pro wrestling and stuff. Yeah, like don't get me wrong, this shows how do I say it? TNA is like just the right thing for a hardcore professional wrestling fan. That's one thing I would like to say. Come on, because let me tell you, there's more benefits than there is downsides to being a hardcore professional wrestling fan. I can tell you that. Like I can actually tell you that, because the thing is, TNA has it good going on, like really good, decent stuff. Even though they have been more like AEW on this show right here, man, just doing the AEW thing, man. Like I didn't like that, honestly. Because that made me understand why a friend of mine gave this a 7 out of 10, because they're acting like AEW right here. They're doing the AEW thing, you know. Let me fix my headset. Okay, good. So anyway, what else we had? Oh, that's right. Yep. Right. Jordan Grace backstage with Masha Slamovich and saying she's been holding open challenges, hoping Masha would accept it, and maybe they can do it at that time and stuff. As Masha says, she's got other things to do for now, and Masha just knocks on the Hardy's door and shows them a picture of, some little history going on right there. So anyway, we also so what we got is AJ Francis and KC Navarro versus Sinner and Saint and stuff right there, and I think that, yeah, I can see where they're getting at with the Sinner and Saint thing right there, as you could say stuff. And honestly, I wish this one had more results, man. Most of these matches, I wish, because honestly, I don't like going through quick results. Because one reason why I don't like going through quick results is because that's like it gives me less time to do commentary. That's like less commentary I have to give out, you know. Because when a wrestling match is a squash and it's very short, and we get only a little bit of results along the way, that doesn't that doesn't give enough leverage to give me like enough opinion and commentary. Like not enough comments, like not enough commentary, enough to explain or give out my opinion when a match is that short, man. I don't like that. I just don't like when that happens and stuff, man. Because that's just like what happened when I was reviewing MLW that other day. It was like the video was only 8 minutes, and I didn't get any likes for that. That's the problem. I can't have that. That right there. I can't have that. I can't. I can't have that. It just doesn't feel right. It feels weird stuff. So yeah. Okay. So the AJ Francis and Casey Navarro versus Sinner and Saint. You get Casey chopping Icarus and hitting a double stomp for a 2 count and attack to AJ, and he whips Casey into Icarus, but he flips him over to the outside of the ring and hits a DDT to AJ and tags to Travis Williams and stuff. As he hits a missile dropkick to Casey and hits a suicide dive to, Casey Navarro outside the ring and stuff, as he turns him inside out for a face buster for a 2 count. As AJ just launches Icarus into Williams and hits the down payment with a splash from Casey for the win right there and stuff. And okay, now that match right there, for some reason TNA didn't upload right there. That's one of the matches that TNA didn't upload by the time I started this video and stuff. Just feels sloppy, man, because that's the thing. That's the thing I can't have. Squash matches, quick results, less commentary. Which means, yeah, I can't. That's not good. I hate that. Because, man, I want to give out my opinions. I want to give out what I think, for this show and stuff. That's what's been going on lately. Because that's how I handle the videos. That's the thing. So anyway, we got Gia Miller. Yeah, AJ Francis and Casey Navarro won this match right here. And we see Santana with the barbed wire bat, and he says they don't realize how comfortable he feels in this world, and he said he's going to baptize JD in his own blood and stuff. Oof, very aggressive stuff, man. That's some hostility, you could say. That does sound pretty aggressive. Baptize JD in his own blood. Baptizing JD in his own blood. Ooh, now you got some aggressive play right there, man. That's something to heal. Yep, that's some heel stuff right there. That's heel talk. You can call. I would call that heel talk right there. Something heel would say. That's aggressive. Holy crud! So he says they're locked in this world with him. Miller being backstage with my. I don't know what just happened right now, but something odd happened. Something popped up on my screen for a moment. It appears I have a little connection problem, but yeah, because my phone is acting up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, because my phone is telling me something right now, but sorry, because something interrupted me right now while I was going through this video. So anyway, we see footage of Steph DeLander and PCO after Victory Road as Steph tells PCO he needs to be patient and stuff, and that's where we get Matt Cardona versus Rhino, which also has quick results, man. For the love of goodness, man. I mean, going through quick results, to me, that's not good, because let me say, swash matches to quick results to less commentary to less opinions. You can't give out as much opinions when they do that, especially when you want to fill in a video and stuff. So anyway, we set footage of Steph DeLander and PCO after Victory Road, and Steph tells PCO needs to be patient. Yep, just like what I said right there. So anyway, Rhino suplexes Cardona on the ramp, and Matt Cardona hits a missile dropkick for a 2 count as Cardona punches Rhino in the corner, but Rhino catches him with the power bomb for a 2 count, and Rhino just looks under the ring and pulls out a steel chair, and Matt Cardona hits Rhino with the steel chair, and the referee calls for the bell and stuff, and that's where Rhino managed to win that match right there. And I would have expected Matt Cardona, to be honest. I would have actually expected Matt Cardona to win that one. But come on, man. You got quick results of Matt Cardona losing the match. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Come on, man. Let's not go the AEW route. TNA, come on. Let's not go the AEW route, and don't go the Adam Page route either. That was bad. That was bad because that dude needs to shut up. That dude just needs to shut up. I'm telling you. So anyway, winner VIA DQ Rhino. You could say that right there. So the lights go out, and when they come back, PCO hits a choke slam and goes for a PCO assault. But that's where Cardona moves out of the ring, and PCO hits a PCO assault into a steel chair and hits Hammer Fist into the chair and stuff. As Spitfire came out for their match, and Ariana Grace comes out and congratulates them and says that she would like to see them defend their titles against some new competitors and stuff, as she introduces Kendall Gray and Carly Bright. Okay, Carly Bright, I'm not that familiar with. Anyway, because the thing is, another thing about this is I still got to get more familiar with TNA, because probably like before 2024, man, AEW was my main source, man. I watched AEW more often than TNA and MLW and WWE. AEW was my main thing, but now it became TNA because AEW's been making some rough decisions. Very rough decisions. That's what I would say. So yeah, we get Spitfire versus Kendall Gray and Carly Bright and stuff, as we have Spitfire hitting Kendall Gray with a delayed vertical suplex for a 2 count, and you get Danny just hitting this and that and going for a power bomb, but Kendall pushes Danny and tags to Carly Bright as she hits a head scissors on Danny and hits double knees, followed by Hurricane Run off the second rope and moonsault for 2 count. As Jody tags herself and hits a moonsault, and they hit the pressure drop for the win and stuff, man. Honestly, if only this one was a little bit longer too, because really, I mean, okay, yeah, winners and still TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships are the Spitfire. Yeah, that's good and all, but come on, they could have had more time. That's the thing right there, man. Because I mean, because like, how do I say this? it's just he's going through quick results. That's like giving less opinions. Like, less time in a wrestling match means less what I have to give out to what I think, less of what I think, man. And it's just hard, man. That's not good, man. Like like what I said with MLW, I was only able to last like 8 minutes in that one, and apparently nobody liked that for some reason. That's the thing. That's what was going on right there and stuff. But man, TNA's man, how do I say it? TNA's premieres, TNA's premiere shows. Oh yeah, like TNA's Victory Road, man. That Victory Road was good. Victory Road and Emergence, man. Okay, I really love those. Those were okay. Victory Road and Emergence, especially Emergence, man. Emergence was great, fantastic. That did not disappoint and stuff, man. Man, I just wish like TNA could do that again and stuff. And not what freaking AEW is doing. You could say just not AEW's pattern. Like, hopefully they don't keep following that stuff because this there's something went on with this show, man. That's what I think. So anyway, we get Ash by Elegance being in the makeup room with her personal concierge as Heather Reckless comes up and says she's been calling Ash, and she just wants to fix her style, and the personal concierge says they're busy and they'll think about it, and she'll ask them to watch her match next week and make their decision. As Ash says that they're busy right now and stuff, and that's what happened and all that. So another match which fell a little bit short in my opinion is JDC versus Santana. And the Texas Death Match. This wasn't a short one. Sorry about that. The Texas Death Match. This was a great one. This was fantastic. I thought this one was good, man. This one was just beautiful, man. I love this one. This is one of the good shows they saved for the last, unlike the other small shows. Because they're doing AEW's pattern. I'm telling you, that's the thing. They're doing AEW's pattern and stuff and doing all that crap. So anyway, yeah. How do I start? JDC versus Santana Texas Death Match. There was some hardcore stuff and some blood and stuff, man. Something that a friend of mine just would absolutely enjoy, even though the rest of the show disappointed him and stuff. And that's why I started to understand why he gave it a 7 out of 10. Because that's the thing on the TNA's YouTube channel, they uploaded the good stuff first, and I was wondering why did he give it a 7 out of 10? And I have to look at the results, and I'm thinking, oh, that's why. Oh, that is why. That's the reason why it's a 7 out of 10. How the heck did this end up with a 7 out of 10 if you have these two good matches? That confused me at first. That's the thing. So we get JDC versus Santana. Yep. Santana setting up steel chairs in the middle of the ring as he punches JDC in the corner, but JDC power bombs him into the chairs. Not only that, JDC pulls out a trash can, puts on the trash can. That was a little bit funny. I thought that looked a little bit funny though with the trash can stuff. So yeah, JDC pulls out a trash can and puts it on Santana, hits him with the kendo stick and stuff. I mean, honestly, from the looks of it, it just doesn't look very effective. It just doesn't sound very effective putting someone in a trash can and hitting the outside of the trash can with a kendo stick. What are we trying to do? Hurt their ears or something? Give them a headache? No, it just didn't look pretty effective. But still good though. Don't get me wrong. Still a great match. This Texas Death Match, man. I wish there was more matches like this in this Impact show. I wish this Impact show had more matches like that. Oh man, if only there was more like the Texas Death Match, and man, because it's what were the people backstage thinking and stuff, man? Giving us short matches, man. Come on, don't be like AEW. Just come on, TNA. Just don't be like AEW. That's what I gotta say. So yeah, Santana's setting up the steel chairs in the middle of the ring, punching JDC. And yeah, that's where we have JDC going to the top rope and hitting a leg drop onto Santana in the trash can and stuff, which is pretty effective right there compared to a freaking kendo stick, I would say. Yeah, hitting a trash can with hitting a fucking trash can with a kendo stick. That's what's going on right there. So anyway, we get Santana being busted open and JDC pulls him out, but Santana hits him with a barbed wire bat. Oh, the barbed wire bat. Man, that bat was covered. Yep, that part right there was crazy. Yeah, he got the barbed wire bat and stuff, and just he just shoved the barbed wire into JDC's head and stuff. And yeah, that's where they started bleeding and all that right there. That's where they're bleeding, man. That another good part of the good show right there. Another good part of the show, man. It just that's why I was so confused and wondering, like, why did a friend of mine give it a 7 out of 10? Because this Texas Death Match was good. The main event was good. But the thing is, they didn't upload the rest of the matches, so that's why I'm thinking, wait, a 7 out of 10? I have to look at this for myself. I'm telling you. So anyway, yeah, I start to understand why it's a 7 out of 10. Because yeah, that's like how do you put good matches in a 7 out of 10 show? That's the thing. So anyway, we get JDC going up the top rope and hitting. Yep, yeah, he hits Santana in the trash can, and Santana's busted open, and JDC pulls him up, but Santana hits him with the barbed wire bat. And yeah, we don't care about commercials. We don't care about commercials. Just give us the hardcore stuff. Just hardcore stuff. No BK, 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 BK. No. I don't care about commercials, man. Come on, man. Look, come on. We want to go through the results, not talk about commercials. Okay. Come on. So anyway, we got Santana hitting a pile driver on the stage from 2 and stuff. As JDC hits a tornado DDT right there, which was another good one too, off the stairs for a 2 count. And JDC runs into Santana. But Santana just flips him over into the barricade, and Santana gets an equipment cart and drives it into a JDC as Santana climbs onto the stage and looks to dive onto JDC, but then he finds a ladder and sets it up and climbs it and hits a splash to get a 3 count. Is where the referee counts to 10 and Santana wins right there and stuff. It's like how long do you have to be pinned? Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, they hit a splash to get a 3 count, and the referee counts to 10, and Santana wins right there. I mean, if they're counting to 10, man, don't you think that would have given someone enough time to kick out? Because that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was wondering. Because, man, that must be pretty hard, man. Just imagine having 10 seconds to kick out, but you don't make it, and that is tough right there. I can tell you. So yeah, the winner of that situation was Mike Santana. And after the match right there, Moose comes out and attacks Santana with the steel chair and stuff. Man, why does it always have to be the steel chair? I'm telling you. So yeah, we get Sinner and Saint being backstage as well, and Josh Alexander walks up to them and he says that they have a lot of potential, while also saying that if they need any help or advice, they can reach out to him and stuff. And we see a vignette for Lei Ying Li. Yeah, Lei Ying Li. That's right. She says she'll be reborn as a stronger self that will never be extinguished, and she'll debut next week right there. So that's where she's getting her debut. Next week after this show, that's what's going on. She's going to be part of she's practically part of TNA now and stuff. And hopefully TNA doesn't make the same mistake as AEW. I really don't want them to do that, please. Because let me tell you, way back then, like, how do I say this? Back in the good old days, before AEW was number 2, it was TNA that was number 2, okay? It was TNA. Yeah, because TNA was number 2 behind WWE back in the good old days until, like, Jeff Jarrett just decided to ruin the whole thing. Just ruin the whole thing, I'm telling you. That's what happened right there back in the good old days. Honestly, I wish I knew about TNA back then. I really wish I did. But I only knew about WWE, and AEW wasn't around at that time. You can tell because AEW is barely having their 5th anniversary and stuff, man. Well, you got WWE being around for more than 50 years, which is like a long-ass time, I'm telling you. So anyway, how do I say this? So yeah, we get Joe Henry coming out, and the fans chant they believe in Joe Henry because, yeah, it's the thing right there. The TNA fans really love Joe Henry and stuff, man. Really love Joe Henry, which you could thank the partnership with WWE on that one and stuff, man. That's the thing right there and stuff, because Joe Henry came from NXT right there, and he's doing really good with the TNA and stuff, and that's that. So yeah, Joe Henry says that this year has been a roller coaster. He says Victory Road was special. He made a statement when he beat Josh Alexander, and he says that makes him pretty important, a pretty important figure in TNA wrestling. As he says that when he came to TNA, his goal was the TNA World Championship, and he says there are a lot of people back there that don't want him to be successful, and he says that doesn't matter because the audience lifted him up, and from the sound of it, yeah, they've really been trying that lately. They've really been doing that. He has a feeling that they will lift him up to the TNA World Championship right there because honestly, you could literally hear the crowd singing his song. I believe in Joe Henry. If only I was a lot better at singing that, because I don't know, I'm not good at singing it, to be honest. So anyway, we get Kazarian's music hitting and stuff, and as he comes out and he says the only reason Joe beat Josh is because he had a loaded weapon in his crotch. And he says people become sick on one-hit wonders, and he's sick of Joe as well. I mean, it's just like what happened with AJ Francis. AJ Francis didn't care about Joe Henry either, saying he didn't believe that other time. And so, yeah, that's where Joe sounds like. They say that Joe sounds like a cross between Shrek and Groundkeeper Willie and stuff. I don't know who Groundkeeper Willie is. Groundskeeper Willie, that's the thing right there. And he says that if anyone deserves a shot at the TNA World Championship, it's Frankie Kazarian stuff right there. Also saying if Nick Nemeth is any kind of champion, he'll come out and grant Kazarian his title shot, you can say. Not only that, Nick Nemeth's music hits right there, and he tells Kazarian to shut up and stuff, as much as Adam Page needs to shut up in AEW. So he tells Joe that he expects big things from Joe Henry in the future, and he says that Kazarian calls himself the king of TNA, but there's only one crown that matters there and stuff. Yeah, the TNA World Championship, you could say, and this is the closest Kazarian will get to it. And Santino Marella comes out and books Kazarian versus Joe Henry for the upcoming show and stuff. The show that's going to be happening after this Impact, you could say. And hopefully that upcoming show doesn't end up like AEW. I hope the F not. I hope the F not that doesn't do the same thing as AEW like this Impact did. I hope the F not. Oh, heck no. So yeah, we got Santino Marella coming out and booking. Yep, that's what happened right there. So on to our main event is the System versus the Hardys and stuff. You could say the System, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and Tasha Steelz. Because this one was a great one too. This was probably like the best one along with the tag team. No. This was probably the best one along with the Texas Death Match. Because this one also teamed up the woman with the male wrestlers and stuff, like sort of like an intergender tag team match, which doesn't happen very often. And that's the thing, man, because that's what you gotta like about TNA. They give the woman some pretty good, decent time and stuff, and that's what I gotta say. So anyway, how he says we get Steelz and Slamovich getting things started for their respective teams. After some basic back and forth action early on, we see things pick up when all six end up getting involved in stuff as the Hardys help Slamovich live on a dream spot as she helps execute Poetry in Motion, and Matt and Jeff follow up with another big double team high spot before the show heads into a mid-match. I don't care about commercial breaks. We don't care about commercial breaks. Why does the results have to mention that? Okay. Anyway, we get the System helping each other out with Jeff Hardy's whispering in the show heading into a wind attempt ordered by a quick step from the intended landing target. Myers goes to work on Jeff Hardy as fans lambast him with the "you suck." Yeah, they're just heckling him right there. They're just heckling Jeff Hardy right there and stuff. The "you suck" chants and stuff. As we see the System enjoy the offensive lead for another minute or two, and then the Hardys help shift the momentum back in their team's favor as the fans pump up Matt Hardy, and with they're pumping up Matt Hardy in the process with the delete chant as well and stuff, because that's another thing you gotta like about TNA, man. The crowd, they get lively, man. The crowd has that energy, man. You gotta love how TNA fans got that energy, man. It's just good, man. Yeah. I mean, you gotta thank TNA for helping out NXT, because NXT was dead before the partnership with the TNA, man. NXT was just collecting dust, you could say, and stuff. So yeah, what else did we get? Oh yeah, before I think before Matt Hardy could go up with his finisher, Alicia Edwards just gets involved at ringside and stuff. Where we have the referee ejecting her from ringside and the crowd pops and stuff, and she makes a big issue out of her leaving and stuff, with hands happening on the hips, and the whole deal is there. Outcoming the ABC duo, Chris Bay and Ace Austin, who each hoist her up and carry her to the back. Oh yeah, that part, because she was having a little tantrum, and they just lifted her up and took her away and stuff, because she just kept interrupting the match and stuff, man. She was just causing an issue and stuff. I thought that was funny, the way they just lifted her up and just took her into the backstage and stuff while she was complaining. I thought that was a little bit funny, though. So we get Steels attacking Slamovich from behind in the ring and stuff. As Masha hits a turning splash through the ropes onto Steels on the floor and stuff, as Jeff Hardy hits a twist of fate on Edwards, and Matt Hardy hits one on Myers and stuff, and, Jeff hits a swanton bomb off the top rope, with Matt going for the cover, 1, 2, 3, and the Hardys and Masha Slamovich pick up the win in a fun main event stuff. Pretty fun, I would say. That was a pretty fun. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good they saved the best for last. Well, I mean, it's good they had, like, the main event in the Texas Death Match. But all the other matches, though, were just felt like they were left in the dust, just like the way AEW does it, man. And come on, I don't want TNA to be like that. I don't want TNA to act like AEW, man. Come on. I want them to be their own thing. I want them to do as good as they were with their premium live events and stuff. So, yeah, the winners were the Hardys and the Masha Slamovich right now. So, yep, and that's what happened. That's what pretty much concluded and finished the entire show right there and stuff. And so, yeah. So, yeah, just like what a friend of mine told me is that, just like what I was told, man. Just like what I was told, man. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10 as well. I mean, if only the women's match had a little bit more time, I would have given it an 8 out of 10. But as you can see, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10 as well. A 7 out of 10, because I don't want this making the same mistake that AEW did. That's the reason why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. So, yeah. And that's all I have to give for this video and stuff. So, yeah, I hope all you hardcore, good professional wrestling fans, a.k.a. the realest of them all, do real good in the future. And I hope AEW does better as well. So, yeah, this is Red Lightning Boa about to say bye-bye stuff. So, yeah. Until the next video, I got to say goodbye. Rock out and be there, guys. Rock out and be there.